show that receipt because you just never know.
Why was the police officer involved? I think any other race would have had that question.
Yeah.
I'm 5 months pregnant inside of Walmart at the self-checkout line as a customer, not an employee. I'm ringing up all of my items, and I finally get to the end, and somebody taps on my shoulder after I paid, and I turn around and they say, "Can you come with me, please?" So, of course, I proceed to gather all of my stuff and put it in the buggy, and they're just like, "No, don't worry about it. Just come with us." Now I feel like I'm doing a walk of shame because I don't think I've done anything wrong, but everybody's looking at me as I'm escorted to their office. So I finally get into their office and I say, "What is this about?" And they're just like, "You didn't ring up all of your items." And I'm like, "What didn't I ring up?" As soon as I asked this question, there was a knock on the door and a policeman walks in.
Oh, wow.
Now at this point, as you can imagine,
That escalated real quick.
The officer says, "Ma'am, do you know what you've been called in here for?" And I said, "No, they told me I didn't scan everything, but you walked in as soon as they were about to tell me what I didn't scan." I'm literally going toe to toe with this officer because I'm certain that I've scanned everything that was in my buggy, but apparently the only thing that was not scanned was the fucking prenatals. So I say, "Officer, look, I'm visibly pregnant. I'm 5 months pregnant. I actually came in here for prenatals. I didn't scan them and obviously had no idea of it. Can I just pay for them now?" They tell me no, that they want to do a police report.
Oh my gosh.
So at 5 months, you can already imagine my hormones were raging. So I just went the fuck off. It's not even my job to make sure everything's scanned. You
No.
around here just staring at me. Why couldn't y'all scan that? Open up some registers. Like, I'm just going ham. I told the officer, out of the 25 items that I scanned, they watched me not scan the prenatals and wait until I was all the way done to pull me into the office. Like, you could have said something then. I started pulling everything out my ass. I know the corporate manager at Walmart. I can get all y'all jobs.
So Nigeria.
Who your daddy? Who's your dad? You know who I am.
Y'all could have avoided. So the officer's like, "Look, I can tell you're upset.
No.
It's a mistake. This is what we're gonna do." I got banned for a month, and I still couldn't leave with my prenatals.
What?
Just like anybody do when they leave the facility, they're just like, "I'm never coming back here. I'm telling everybody about it." They don't.
Oh,
care.
hell no.
Wow. So you think this was a Reese thing?
Oh, I definitely do. How much are prenatals, for crying out loud? What, $10, $13, $9, depending on the brand?
No, they're more than that.
Okay, she had scanned 25 items.
Yeah.
25. She's at self-checkout, right?
Yeah.
Come on.
So it's not like she was in front of the cashier and then she
probably put something aside.
This was messy.
This was obviously an oversight. Like,
yeah.
what was all the extra?
Plus, where's our humanity? Can't you just be like, "Ma'am, I noticed that you haven't scanned this item. Did you still want it?" Right? And give her the opportunity to be like, "You know what?
I think any other race would have had that question.
Yeah. Oh my god.
So why was the police officer involved?
I know.
What were you guys going to do?
What about
Arrest her?
Yeah, like what about, because they usually have like loss prevention officers.
Okay.
Right? Like
why the regular security guard?
Yeah, like why did they escalate that quickly to a what? Unless they were already like, no, but it sounds like they got called.
Yeah. So they probably have been watched. I don't know, because this should happen quickly between the time when you check out, leave something, proceed to head out. This should all happen under 10 minutes. So except the police guy was patrolling about.
Right, or something.
There's no way he headed from wherever he was in under 10 minutes to come and harass a 5-month pregnant woman over forgetting prenatal.
So how many times have we forgotten, like legit forgotten to scan stuff or things, and then you catch it and you're like, "Oh my god, I didn't scan this," and you know?
Is one of two things. If it's either the person who called it in is a stupid ass racist, or secondly, they'd been having a lot of losses recently in the store and they wanted a scapegoat.
Right.
It's possible that they've been doing inventory and seeing so many things haven't been paid for, and they were just looking for the next person that'll try them.
Right.
That's
just put it on them. Yeah, that makes sense.
That's my son, because what?
Like if she had like one or two other items, like okay, but she had like 25
that she had already scanned.
Like, what?
There's no way she was trying to steal prenatal.
No.
Excuse you.
Do you know how many times I've legit, like I'll be like, I'm going to the store to buy this one thing. I get to the store, buy every other thing, but that one thing, I completely forget it.
Yep.
Or I get it, and then I'm like, wait, I might do
what
like
come here for?
and you're,
or what else do I need in the house or something?
Crazy.
It happens.
And then was pregnancy brain.
Of course, like that's even the biggest thing. You know, everything we're saying here now. She definitely had. There are times when even I, not being pregnant, would scan it, but it won't register that it's scanned. Those things happen. The barcode didn't scan properly or whatever. Nobody is meaning to steal. If you want, like,
some people are meaning to steal.
No, yes, but like what I was going to say is that if I've paid for 25 things, I'm not going to say that.
Chances are that one
and
thing.
And if it was going to be the one thing, best believe it's a TV. Or a brand new phone, or something that carry prenatals.
Yeah,
give me a break, you guys.
Yeah, but I know like I do know that people do still the weirdest things, like littlest things. Like I get
after
that.
paying for other stuff.
Yeah, some people. you know, when I first moved here and I did retail for a bit, so yeah, I do know that. But it's always give people benefit of the doubt, and for example, it's rare where you would see someone that has bought a lot of stuff and they now just sneak something in, because you're like, usually
it doesn't track.
No, it doesn't really track. Usually those people, they'll come in with just buy like one or two things and then they just sneak something under their jacket or things like that, and then you can't touch them, you can't even accuse them, you can't say anything, you just have to report it, you know, and stuff like that. So I didn't mean to shame her, and then they now banned her.
Keep your store. If it's a big brand like, you know, Walmart or wherever, there's 1 million other ones in the city. I'd like,
I would never ever go back.
Like, I ban you.
Yeah.
How about that?
I would never.
You can't ban me. I ban you.
Oh my gosh. Guys, keep an eye out. Be careful when you guys are at the store. Another thing that I had been doing and I had to stop is like, they're like, do you want your receipt? I'm like, yeah, no, it's okay. I'm like, no, hold that receipt, because you just never know.
I used to do that.
You just never know. Yeah.
I don't want the paper.
Yeah, exactly. Either they ask them to email if you have like your whole email set up, or because I've legit seen something where someone was accused and they're like, where's your receipt? Yeah, but I didn't take my receipt, and then it became this whole thing. And then now, because they've rung through like 100 other items before after yours. So it's like a whole process too. They can't, but it's just like a whole, and now they've kept you back, and like they've wasted all this time when you could have been doing something more valuable.
Yeah, if you just had
right? If you just had that receipt. So I've stopped doing that where I'm like, yeah, no, it's okay. I'm like, yeah, give my receipt. I spent 50 cents. I want my receipts. Give it to me.
Really?
Oh yeah, because you just never know.
Yeah. Okay. Well, tell us what you guys think. Are we reaching?
Oh my gosh,
because
crazy.
I want to know what y'all think about this nasty situation. Let me talk like Is that just okay? No. Okay. Bye. Love our light. I tried.
Love our light.